brands that families of wealth and resources or single family offices are interested in, it's okay. We want to start to be active in more directs and privates for all the reasons that you noted, but we don't come from either that background, or our family office is more built after the endowment model, in that we set investment policy, we do asset allocation, but we rely more on a third-party manager approach. So every family is interested in privates, but sometimes they're a little afraid about, how do I source, how do I diligence, how do I service, or let me reposition that a little bit. Is it going to be expensive for me to build with people that worked in investment banking or at iconic consultancies like some of your background, or a PE firm? They just may feel that's expensive to build an internal team.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, I think you ultimately need to look at it from a spectrum standpoint and say, if you don't have a lot of capital to deploy, then a fund may be your only option. On the other hand, just like somebody could internally replicate a hedge fund within a family office and choose individual securities in the public market, which is, requires a tremendous amount of wealth. The same thing, I would argue would be the case if you're doing deals completely yourself and you're doing it in a systematic way. I would say on average, if you look across most family offices, in order to do it well, to do your homework properly, to originate proactively good, strong deals, you're probably going to need at least 2 to 3, professionals from, relatively expensive backgrounds. And so, the overhead of doing it 100% yourself is probably going to be, I would say a minimum of $1 million for most families and potentially higher. And so there's plenty of things in the middle ground where you don't necessarily need the same level of infrastructure to get there, whether it's a club deal with co-investments, et cetera, that essentially allow you to have less robust of an infrastructure, but to still generally get to the same place.